Welcome to Conscious Business Talks, and thank you for being with me here on a Friday. I know it's not our usual day, but I truly appreciate the opportunity to wrap up this week with you together here right now. So today there were a couple of things. Do you notice that sometimes things just line up as mere coincidences, but they're the resonance is so huge that there is just something in that tells you it isn't a coincidence. This is just the way things are opening up because you are in alignment with what your being recognizes as truth with a big T, capital T. So I had a conversation with a client, and we were talking about their market. We were talking about their audience, as marketers tend to, the jargon that we were using, really, we were talking about, in reality, the people that they feel called to serve in this world. Literally, period. The people they're meant to talk to. And in all this big world, we were looking at, we started this journey in a much broader fashion, where the people that they thought they were talking to are not the people that we are looking at now. Because the more I talked to them about who they were talking to, it didn't seem like that there was any joy, any excitement, any true desire to be working with the people that they originally thought that they were wanting to talk to, and designing everything to produce, the products and services that they wanted to bring to the market for the people that they thought they had in mind. And in searching for, in this big wide world, with the gifts and the value that they have, and how they can serve, who are the people who really need what my client brings to the table. We were narrowing down, and looking through the different people that they could speak with, and it turns out like they were feeling really stuck. And it's been going on for a little bit, because I always allow a little bit of space, or as much space as anybody needs, to figure out who is it that you should be talking to. Because this isn't about just kind of saying, okay, here's the calculator I produce, and I'm going to go and bring it and put it on the market shelf. Because the people I talk to, you especially, like people like you, we are meant to talk to the people our soul connects with, the people who hear what we have to say and understand it. And together we explore better and better ways of creating value together in this world. We can talk to everybody, but we choose to speak with the people who really are aligned with the way we think and what we create in this world. And it's a marvelous foundation for exchanging value and spreading, amazing, aligned, purposeful creativity in the world, one person at a time. Anyway, so long story short, they were feeling stuck. And given their background, it was such an interesting conversation, because I invited them to look at what really excites them, and what seems to create a sense of curiosity and wonder. I'm sorry, I got distracted because a message popped up, or one of the comments from Vicky popped up, and I just want to say hey to you guys. Hello, Larissa. Hi, Matt. Hi, Vicky. All of you guys, look at that. Hello, darling. Caught up. I'm so glad you're here. So all of you make my heart so happy. I can't think of a better way to spend my Friday evening, wrapping up the week with you. It's making me happy. So anyway, I was inviting them to kind of just say, okay, just see who is it, and all these people that you could possibly serve, who is it you really feel connected to and curious about and really want to do something to help with whatever it is that they have in their way that you are absolutely able to, because of what you bring into the world, able to help with that, right? And then I had seen this book. I don't even know what attracted me to it. I was doing some research, and this book, I don't know if you've read it, it's called Big Magic, and it's written by Elizabeth Gilbert. And that's, I didn't right away connect it, but that's that lady who wrote, the woman who wrote Eat, Pray, Love. And I think there was a movie that was made afterwards with that, with Julia Roberts. Hey, Robin, how great to see you too. Look at this. This evening just keeps getting better and better. And there was a phrase in it that just caught my eye, and it didn't just make me pause. It literally had the effect on me where I had to close my eyes and just savor the words. I literally had to savor the words. And she had written about this gentleman, his name is Jack Gilbert, and she says he's no relation to her, and, sadly, but she's like, this man just sounds so wonderful, this man. And his words were, we must risk delight. Can you feel that? Can you feel what that brings up in you as you hear the words? We must risk delight. And that was so in alignment with what I was saying to my client, that you must just, open yourself up to not just bringing something to sell in the marketplace, but literally seeing what makes you so full of wonder and joy, and who are the people you can't wait to share it with. You see what they're struggling with, and there is a part of you that is like, oh, I know just what you need. Here it is. Now go and risk your delight in the world. Just one person at a time, seizing that delight that is ours to have. And it was so, and then I read a paragraph in it, and it said, the students told me he was the most extraordinary man they had ever encountered. He had seemed not quite of this world, they said. He seemed to live in a state of uninterrupted marvel, and he encouraged them to do the same. He didn't so much teach them how to write poetry, they said, but why? Because of delight. He told them they must live their most creative lives as a means of fighting back against the ruthless furnace of the world. And I'm not sure if the words the ruthless furnace of the world resonated with me as much as the part about risking delight and to create, not necessarily teaching them the how of it, but the why of it. Because I had just wrapped up the conversation looking at the reasons why my client wanted to create, this thing that they wanted to share with a group of people that they thought that they really wanted to connect with. But in exploring that, we actually figured out that the mountain they had been trying to climb was the wrong mountain in the first place. They didn't want to be talking to those people. Those people drained them. They might have been a great fit for somebody else, but not for my client. So we ended up, like, to me, it's such a huge win. Not climbing the wrong mountain. Looking at why you want to do something and who you want to be on that journey with, and creating from a true courageous way of grasping delight, and creating from that feeling of delight and unabashed, unadulterated, unafraid wonder. And given the fact that I have been feeling so much of the fear that seems to permeate everything these days, people's relations strained, small business owners, big business owners, everybody, you can't, but especially small business owners, that's where my heart lives, because I can't help but feel for their struggle to survive in a world that keeps shutting them down, right? And this isn't about pointing fingers, but really the reality is of, that in a world of lockdowns and isolation, lack of connection, and so much fear against an invisible enemy, it's the words, we must risk delight and seize, because we truly are creating from a place of why instead of just concentrating on the how. Just loved it. Couldn't help but laugh, because it brought up such a feeling of joy and incredulous delight in me to kind of say, I just had this conversation with this wonderful client of mine, and we are we are exploring, hey, why are we creating this, and who are you creating it for? Why do you want to work with these people? What is it we're going to co-create that brings an immense value to this group of people, so that you can thrive in your entrepreneurial journey, but they can thrive in their life, because what you provided to them opened up doors and pathways for them they could not have accessed before. And imagine what they're able to create once they are through that doorway that wasn't accessible to them before. But in that, creating that and asking those questions from a place of not being afraid, to just fearlessly grasp and embrace the risk of delight. How awesome is that? Oh man, okay. Is that Wendy's word? How can we delight our customers? Oh, see, there's a reason we all resonate, right? There's a reason this woman just, I love Wendy. And Vicky, you say, wow, seizing delight, that is ours to have. That is courage, isn't it? It's causing me to just marvel, and I can't step out of that space, and I don't want to, because the ideas that come up whenever I linger in a space that delights me and brings up joy, the ideas that come up, they're kind of insanely good. And Robin, let's see. Robin says, I once heard Wendy Schenkel say that she likes to create delight in her customers and clients. That really hit the heartstrings. Delight brings such joy and innocence. Absolutely. And as human beings, isn't it beautiful to witness that? Another human being creating the magic of what they are here to create and sharing it with the others they're called to serve. And together in that space of delight and courage, creating more value than you ever imagined before. I think it's the most awesome thing. It's Big Magic, Vicky, by Elizabeth Gilbert. I have just started reading it. I literally just got this far into it and I had to share it. Like, I literally just started it. But, things are not accidents. I've had this book kicking around because I was doing some research, and I'm a book fiend. I love reading books. So I had this as one of the books, and the colors on it and the name of it kept intriguing me, but I've been really busy with some stuff. And actually today I didn't have time to read it. I just picked it up and I said, okay, let me see what this says. And just even the foreword, the way it's written, I'm just loving starting this journey. I'm going to share one more thing because I know you guys will love this. So in just a couple, how it usually has books sometimes share quotes or whatever, this one shares a question. It literally says, question, what is creativity? And answer, the relationship between a human being and the mysteries of inspiration. Doesn't that delight? So highly recommended. Would love to talk to you about it, but I could not. It was so compelling. I had to share it. I'm like, I can't wait to finish this book, but I'm not even gonna wait to finish this book to talk about it. It is so cool. Matt, uninterrupted marvel sounds like young kids at Disney World. Does it? And I don't even care if it's young kids. I have so much fun at Disney World. But then, you know this. Yes, this is the most important part of creating, loving who you're creating with and for. It never ceases to amaze me and humble me, because who I work with and who, like, being in this space of being able to choose who I work with and having the courage to say no when the fit isn't right. It humbles me, and it at the same time just, it never ceases to amaze me and delight me that that's where I choose to create from and with, right? Isn't that, it's the coolest feeling. And Robin, yes, exactly. What an amazing thing to create. It's the beauty of human beings, the potential of who we are and who we can be when we get out of our own way. It's exponential and infinite, isn't it? Even when I see and witness somebody who's not being their best, there's always the potential that in the next moment, the next day, the next week, the next something, they can, because that pathway is always open. It's there for us to take, if we but choose to step in and take and risk delight. Oh my gosh, no kidding. See? Love reading books, yes, and love being with you, people who read books and enjoy them. So today I literally just wanted to share my joy with you, and I wanted to invite you this weekend to see what is it to just hang out in that feeling of risking delight, and share with me, please. This is a space we share. This is a space of ideas and exchange and exploration and bouncing things that delight us, right? So I would love to hear back from you after you hang around in this feeling of risking delight and intentionally choosing delight, no matter what somebody else is trying to project onto you. And share with me what comes up. Can't wait to hear back from you. Anyways, enjoy your weekend. It was so cool to hang out with you today. Can't wait to see you next week. Thanks for being here with me. And I'll see you here next Thursday at 8:30 Eastern Time, 5:30 Pacific. And Vicky, for you and Robin, that would be 6:30 Mountain Time. Enjoy. Love you. Mwah. Oh my goodness. Okay, wait. I can't say. I have to read this. Robin, it's the perfect environment for digging into a good book, snowing, wood stove burning, dog sleeping at our feet. Oh, time for reading. Oh, this is so amazing. Thank you so much. See you next Thursday. Enjoy your weekend and that wood stove, the dogs, everything.